Ladies and gentlemen, Rodolph Roman here at the Roman Show with the man, Mr. 305 himself, MVP. I think you should just take it away from Luke Campbell. You should be the real Mr. 305 or Pitbull.
I didn't even know he was still. No, but
he's the mayor,
Mr. Worldwide, and Trick Daddy's the mayor. And I'm not sure what Luke's calling himself nowadays, but you know, I think I've done a good job of holding down the Mr. 305 moniker and taking it all around the world. So Pitbull can have Mr. Worldwide. That's his. I'll be Mr. 305.
Well, MVP, thanks so very much for taking some time and speaking to us. Well, you were at Raw not too long ago. Tell me a little bit of experience seeing some of the guys out there in that 25th anniversary.
Oh, it was cool, man. Yeah, I got to go, free trip to New York, see some old friends, hang out for a little bit. So it was pretty cool. Play a little poker. Got paid to sit in the back, play poker, and drink some beer. So that was all right.
Any of the guys you haven't seen in some time that you got to catch up with?
Yeah, a bunch of guys. My favorite was like seeing the guys from the crew, the unsung heroes. There's no Monday Night Raw, no SmackDown, no pay-per-views without the crew, the people that you don't see, the names you don't know, the people who aren't famous that make the show go on. And I got to be close with a lot of them. So it was good seeing them after. Because, a lot of the guys you see on the road and whatnot, but the crew you only see there. So that was cool.
Wrestlemania is around the corner. Any expectations, any predictions? What do you think you want to see as a fan, as a wrestler?
I don't watch Wrestlemania, man. I watch Wrestle Kingdom. I'm at a point in my career where I don't watch a lot of wrestling anymore. When I do watch wrestling, I like Japanese wrestling, which has always been my favorite. And I like classic wrestling. I watch a lot of the old stuff. But nowadays, I'm just, my thing with the WWE, people ask me about it. It's like a really, really hot ex-girlfriend. We had something that was beautiful. It was hot, heavy. It was lovely, and now we've gone our separate ways. So I don't. I look back fondly at the times we had. And I see she's got a new relationship, and I got a new relationship, and we see each other. And, hey, how you doing? You all right? We keep it moving. So that's where I'm at with that.
Last time we spoke, I remember you mentioned that you were the one who had mentioned to New Japan Pro Wrestling to get it in the streaming service and so forth. They've been doing very successful. And we're seeing it right now. What can you tell in a couple of years, with 2-3 years, New Japan Pro Wrestling here in the States?
WWE is the top of the pops. They're the largest company in the world. Their brand saturation is, it's insurmountable. So there's lots of positions for second. And no one is definitively holding down that second spot anymore. New Japan, in my opinion, and always has been my opinion, has the best professional wrestling, my favorite professional wrestlers. So, when I was there back then, I talked to them about doing something like what they have now. I pitched New Japan World to them back in 2011, I think it was. So I'm glad to see that now their product is available to English-speaking fans here in the States, and I think they're going to continue to grow. I think they're going to do real well. And, this is the information age. Now you have YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon. You've got so many sources for entertainment now. And you have a situation where you got guys like, say, the Young Bucks, who've never been on WWE TV, but they're the hottest act in the world. And they got the longest line out the door every night. So it's the business is now where you can be a relatively unknown guy, but because of social media and because of streaming and these other things, you can make a living in the business of professional wrestling without ever having been to WWE. So it's a really good time for fans and wrestlers alike.
Lastly, you're very involved with MLW. They've been very successful. Kurt Bauer, he's been mentioning he's on Twitter there. They got some good stuff coming up in the near future. I know you can't let us too much about it, but what can we expect from MLW?
Definitively that MLW will be announcing a television deal here very soon. I can't say who, but let's just say that I was there recently shooting some commercials with the network. And we've got some really good things planned. MLW is going to do real well. It'll be on national TV real soon. So I will return to national TV, and it'll be with MLW.
Always a pleasure, sir. Thank you.
This is
The Roman Show.